Cue the music. Do, 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 do. It's back to the bar, everybody.
Wah, wah.
Yep,
Hey,
this is
everybody.
back to the bar. I got my co-host here, lovely wife,
I'm Missy. Hey, guys.
Yeesh. And our producer Jordan. Jordan, say something.
What it is, homie?
Okay. So, yeah, we know you guys are dying to get back to the bar, so we want to bring it right to you. Back to the Bar podcast. You can follow me, Shiggitysharp, on IG, Shiggity.
Shiggity.
Sharp. Shiggy.
SHARP.
No.
SHARP.
So, yeah. So, give the number out where they can reach us.
They can reach us at 708-437-1969.
Last call, baby. Last call.
Leave
Hit us
us,
up.
ask us any questions
Any
about
questions? Relationships. That's what
politics.
I'm good at.
Politics. We know a little bit.
Fucking, you're good at nothing but recipes.
Hey, thanks.
So we're gonna get right into it. Let's talk about this Karen. What's her name?
Oh, wait.
Amy Cooper.
Amy Cooper. Yeah,
Amy Cooper.
I just read an article that they're giving her the dog back.
Giving her the fucking dog back. That's wild.
Yeah, she apparently they found out that the dog didn't have was healthy. They had a veterinarian check and that she was healthy.
No marks around the neck.
No, and apparently not.
That was the shittiest thing I ever seen. Not the shittiest thing I ever seen. I mean, there's a couple other things that were pretty up there. We'll get into that a little later, but the way she strangled that dog, and then the fact that calling the cops on this bird watcher, a black man bird watcher. I never seen that in my life, but the fact that she calls the cops on him, and it's almost like she's choking the dog at the same time while calling the cops. Like, she's like letting the black dude know, like, this is what the cops are gonna do to you. This is what they're gonna do to you when they get here.
That's what she wasn't expecting. But
Oh
that did
man,
not. Pretty much backfired on her.
She upped the fucking ante on that voice. She was like, "Oh my," and she just went on and on. It's disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the fact that you just said that they gave the dog back. No, the dog was like, "Fuck."
Right. I know, right?
What's going on? You guys don't? You didn't see the video?
Right.
The dog felt like a black man. Like you didn't see that?
Yeah, I hear you.
She beat the shit out of me. What the fuck is going on with this?
The dog was evaluated by its vet. Said that he was in good health.
Yep. Yeah, that was probably like a week later. The wounds have healed.
It's crazy. Yeah. Story.
I just don't get it. Go ahead and agree with her with what she did.
Me?
What's your take on it?
Of her and her dog?
Well, go ahead and justify this woman.
I'm not trying to justify this woman, jerk. Just because her name is Karen. That's the problem.
Karen, that's racist. That's what they say now. Karen said that it's racist, sexist,
whatever. It's baloney. It's the dumbest.
Misogynistic. It's crazy.
It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
And they're blaming black people for calling Karens Karen.
When they didn't even make it up. I'm guaranteed it was Rob Dyrdek.
Rob Dyrdek from Ridiculousness. He said Karen. That's the first time I've ever heard it.
And we would know because we watch those marathons.
All day. That motherfucker is getting paid. That is on all day, every day. Man.
The best show. How can it not be?
I mean, you're going to laugh when you watch it.
They're funny.
I was laughing. I was watching this Jeffrey Epstein doc.
Oh, right. You have to tell me a little bit more about that because I just know the tidbits that I hear in the news. But you're saying that there's some crazy.
I didn't know that they were all American girls. I thought there would be like little Asian Chinese girls or little like Hindu,
right.
What the fuck? I don't know.
Anything but American.
Because they're saying that he was flying them out to this island.
How did he tantalize them to come out there?
Paid them $200, so cheap.
And what did they think was going to happen?
Oh, he was going to just get a massage And
So he's like, little girl, I'll give you $200 if to fly you to my island, and you can just give me a massage.
it started in Florida, and then once it got a little heated, then he started going to the island. But yeah, he would just have one girl that someone would scout out. I don't know his wife. I don't know who this chick was.
But a grown woman.
A grown ass woman get one girl, and then he would go, okay, $200 for a massage, and then she would start massaging him, and then bam,
Happy ending
I don't know
kind of
what happened.
massage. Oh.
I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but the motherfucker flipped over. And
Okay.
then he would tell the girl, I will give you $200 extra if you recruit one of your friends. So they would go and recruit like 8, 10 girls from high school, and they would just go in like a train of like just recruiting all these girls coming over and
That's
getting
weird.
raped.
And then and celebrities came there.
Didn't They didn't touch on that too much, but celebrities did fly to that island.
Oh, so they flew to the island, but they're not saying that they
The
actually.
island was like a safe haven for touching little girls.
Okay, yeah, no,
So
I.
like Bill Clinton was there, and don't come for me, Bill.
It
So
was from it's.
this is a documentary. So Bill Clinton was there, and then they go, all right. Bill Clinton would make a statement saying, "I was never there, but this
There's
groundskeeper would see
pictures.
him, and it was pictures of him." And the girls would be like, "Hey, yeah, I had dinner with Bill Clinton," but they would never say that Bill Clinton did anything.
Oh,
But Bill
okay.
Clinton was the one that had him whacked, probably, in jail. If you didn't know, Jeffrey Epstein did
But
die.
why are people saying that he's not dead? There's
Well,
like
yeah,
another
because
conspiracy.
his
Like he like a
account,
witness protection,
well,
maybe
his financial account got reopened like a couple months ago. It's like
after his death.
activated
After his death.
after he died. So it's like, could
And
have been.
and they don't look into that. They're just like,
Shit.
hey, did you finish it?
Yeah, I finished it.
How many episodes was it?
It's 4.
So it's like, okay,
Good. It was good. Check it out.
yeah, you and those documentaries
I was hearing something that Hillary Clinton was is being investigated
for
on
that.
shit, I don't know. Somebody call up and let me know. Call up right
Is that a
now.
recent thing?
First episode, but just call. I don't know what's going
Leave
on.
a voicemail. Make sure it's
Yeah.
detailed.
Just tell me something.
708-437-1969.
We'll backtrack on that Hillary shit, but yeah. Give the number one more time so they know.
708-437-1969.
Call with details. And if you're an ex-girlfriend or something, just come over. We'll talk about it.
Ouch. That's
That's
pretty
Shiggity. I don't know who the fuck.
trifling.
That's Shiggity.
That was pretty trifling.
Damn.
Okay. You don't
Okay.
want me to step on that one.
Sharp is back.
Mm.
Let's get
Sounds like
into
the same person to me.
pandemic. Pandemic.
What pandemic?
What is going on? Once
Whatever happened to the
these
coronavirus?
riots started, riots, protests, pandemics out the
Looting.
window.
I know, it's pretty scary. We're gonna know like in 2 weeks what's gonna happen.
They
What happened
say
with this? I mean, I see a lot of people wearing masks, but I also see a lot of people that aren't wearing masks.
they
And
used to say stay in the house, stay in the house, stay in the house, be safe. And now if you go out there and protest, but if you don't protest, they go, how come you weren't
yeah,
protesting?
what you don't believe
What you
in? Don't you
doing?
believe in the cause?
Come out here and get this
It's
Rona with us.
horrible.
What
I
you
know
doing?
that's horrible. I mean, there people are out there, and I hope that the people that really are protesting for the right reasons are like thinking about that safety. You know, you have to have those face masks on. It's
Like you said, we'll see in weeks to come if second wave that they're talking about is gonna
yeah, that will definitely be
spark
the test because they say what it 7 to 14 days. Because they were talking about how Memorial Day weekend everyone was out and they're blaming it on the protests. Like, no, it's for all these dumb motherfuckers that felt that they needed to run to the beach.
language.
Sorry, I didn't know we were PG in here.
PG 13 in this bitch.
Yeah, so, and I don't know, it's kind of scary because people are still out there protesting today, as they should.
You should protest.
For
Protest in peace,
we need to
but
get Well, those officers need to be arrested for Brianna.
Yeah.
How can they not be? I don't
Was her
know.
birthday today? Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Damn it.
Yep. She would have been 27. So
Yeah.
sad.
I was bumping nothing but quality and common that yesterday. Positive.
Yeah, you were.
No. But
Yeah, that's really it's terrible. Those officers, they haven't been fired, they haven't been kicked off their jobs. They have, they're still
yeah, they're
out
still
there.
out there.
And, everything is wrong with that. Every single thing is wrong with
Not
that.
every cop is bad. We recognize that, but
Absolutely, but those 3 cops that went to her house and killed her, that
yeah.
I can't even I can't.
Don't get your panties in a bunch.
Yeah.
It's been happening forever. We
Yeah.
just now know.
It's just horrible. I'm just now noticing this. Is that what you just said?
We
Oh,
everybody. I mean, I know it's forever. I
for
mean,
sure.
well,
Yeah,
not
how can you not?
forever, but come on. I
Nope.
mean, shit. Got my
Yeah.
ass whooped. But
No,
oh,
it's
you go out there and you peacefully protest, and then Trump he he says, okay, we're gonna support peaceful protesting, and then he shoots everyone with rubber bullets so he could fucking make a beeline to
that's
a church
insane. That's insane. And
just so he
I
could
heard,
hold up a Bible like
which
it's
I heard it
kill.
was upside down. I don't know how true that is. I tried to look at a picture. I couldn't even tell.
I don't know. I've never seen someone hold a Bible up like that
No,
and
no,
just
someone,
smile.
one of my friends on either Facebook or Instagram made a comment. They asked him what his favorite scripture was. And what was his answer?
But
All of them. Who says that? That's because you don't know any of them. That's why you would say that. I could tell you my favorite scripture.
John 3:16.
I don't even know the actual ones. That's the Lord's Prayer. What, Matthew 13, maybe?
Shit, you got me.
Oh no, I'm calling Mama right
My mom's
now,
gonna be mad
letting
at me
her
when she
know.
sees this shit.
I think it's Matthew
I'm gonna get
9.
a spanking. I'm gonna be hung like that dog.
Yep, I'm
Fuck.
telling.
My mom, sorry.
But that's just my point. It's like it doesn't make sense.
Nah, it doesn't make sense, man.
And you're still going on your conspiracy that you think he's gonna win the election because of what's happening right now?
Because of what's happening, I think
He has a better chance,
if
I
the
should
shit
say.
goes south and if it goes any
Further
southern
south?
any
Any
southerner
further south?
southerner uh it's gonna be martial law, which is gonna allow
That's not
Trump.
gonna happen.
He's gonna allow Trump to push the election back to whenever the fuck he wants,
I don't think that's gonna happen.
and it's gonna be a democracy. It's gonna be
A dictatorship, you said, right?
yeah, dictatorship. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's not gonna happen. That's
You don't.
that's way I just don't see it
Trump's the
happening
only
in this day.
president that hasn't gotten his degree in politics. You know, or his first job shouldn't be in politics. Should be the president. That's crazy.
Oh, right.
Your first job should not be president. Just jump in politics.
Yeah, you
It's
have
wild.
to know law.
You
I
gotta,
would think that would just make the most sense. You
you
need to
gotta know his
know
fucking civil rights. You
absolutely.
know what I mean?
Hallelujah.
He doesn't know what the fuck
That's
is going on.
crazy. That's crazy. And just those Trump supporters that claim that everything's fake news when it comes to him doing something douchey. That's what trips me out, because I see people on my timeline that are Trump supporters, and it's like, how can you say that right now?
Yeah.
How can you say that whole NFL thing, the football thing with
Drew Brees?
no, not even, well, that
Ooh,
with
Drew
saying
Brees
that he
catching
shouldn't,
heat.
that Trump saying that he should never have apologized.
Oh
Trump saying
yeah.
that. But then back in was it 2016 this happened with Kaepernick, right?
Yeah.
Um and the comments that he had made, it's like called them sons of bitches
Mm-hmm.
because they were kneeling. Now here is the NFL commissioner Goodell
Roger Goodell.
apologizing.
Good woman.
I'd like to think it's genuine apology, and like why is Trump is I'm curious now. I don't think Trump has made any response to that, or I haven't seen anything yet. It's like
Nope.
it's just
Trump
how
doesn't. When have you ever heard Trump apologize for anything? What?
never. It just made me go back on him even making that statement about how the economy is good and how George is looking down on us now. George Floyd is looking down on us and
It's
thinking
good for
we're having a
George.
really good day.
This day is good for George.
Yeah, George thinks
It's
that
good.
we're all
It's
having a
good.
good day today.
I got shit on Trump. Sorry, Trump supporters, but gotta let my voice be heard.
You got to do your impression,
Trump,
your Trump impression.
everything's good. Melania, she's good, even though she doesn't want to hold my hand.
You're right.
I get off the plane, I'm gonna kick that bitch in the back, and let her tumble down those stairs. It's good.
And keep on
Excellent.
going. That was a good
I
one.
gotta look at. I just seen that these protesters they painted Black Lives Matter on my street.
That's on as they
I gotta
should
see
have.
this shit every day now.
Yeah.
I don't like it,
He goes the opposite route. He doesn't even
but
go down
everything's
that road
wonderful.
anymore.
Oh, that Black Lives Matter. That was a punch in the fucking face for Trump.
That was awesome.
Ooh,
I'm so
he
glad
gotta
that
look
she
out
did
that
that.
damn stupid bay window and see Black Lives Matter. He had no say in that shit. They just
No, she
did
just
that
did
shit.
it. Yeah. And it's
Ooh,
she's a female, right? Or
I
DC
think so.
mayor, I think she's a female.
Next week he's gonna have that whole street painted white.
Right?
Watch. Shit, that shit ain't gonna
That's
last.
crazy.
I guarantee you.
It's going to last. Oh, yeah.
Think
The
so?
protesters will not let that change at all.
Mm-mm-mm.
Absolutely not. That's crazy. And then they even changed the street that it's on.
Yeah, it said Black Lives Matter
Boulevard?
Boulevard.
I
Place.
think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, but with that, did you already like
Vandalized it?
vandalized it
Mm.
and said like basically like not good enough? Like just writing it on the street isn't gonna fix
Oh, geez.
anything. You know, like
That's
we
true.
appreciate the we appreciate the effort, but making a street the name for the movement and then painting the movement on the street isn't really going to fix the problems that are still here.
Yeah, but you know
They
what
got
though?
in their
But
IROC Z28 and just peeled out on the
Yeah,
motherfucker.
right.
Tire marks all on the shit.
But you know what's
What
true
the
though
fuck?
is that because of Trump's intellect, and he takes things personally, it's better. Taking that personally by the mayor doing that, and it hurts his feelings.
Fuck them.
Fake news. That's crazy. I love it though. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like every little bit helps.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're going off of what George Floyd went through in his death, and we definitely support the family
Excuse
and
me.
everything.
Absolutely. But we can't forget the others.
Yeah, no, you can't. But I want to stick on Minnesota for a minute because I wanted to ask you, like, what do you think Prince would have said
Oh
about
gosh.
this shit and it being in Minnesota? And
Well, I I mean, I definitely think he'd be an activist, no doubt
I
about
think,
that.
yeah, he would have
He
been on the
would
front
be
line.
devastated
Yeah,
because this is his city. Because he was even there, isn't? I mean, when he was alive, he lived there still.
yeah,
Correct?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's just
He
unbelievable.
would have been on the front lines with his afro and high heels,
Yeah, right. His butt
click
hanging out.
clacking down the
His butt
street.
stirrups. His stirrups.
Assless chat Prince leading the march. I
That's
would have
right.
loved to see that shit.
You should there was that Batman
Yeah,
video
yeah,
that you
yeah,
should try
yeah.
to make you
I
one.
think I might just dress up as
Yeah,
Prince
and
and some
I'll
assless
make the
chaps.
video for you,
Yeah,
baby.
we're gonna do that. Stay tuned for that shit. Ooh,
That'll be
we're gonna do some squats.
next episode.
Get them Prince butt cheeks. Get them butt cheeks right. Damn.
We'd have to do a filtering.
What?
I'm pretty sure there's a difference in
is smooth.
size. We'd have to find you some heels to fit those size 15s. What? Oh no.
Oh
That's
no.
possible.
So yeah, as far as like Prince would have made like a whole album just
About
because
this?
of this shit.
Oh, for sure.
And I just want to like kind of segue into what I was gonna say. Like these mumble rappers, they got nothing to say.
They have nothing aside
They
from the
got
fact that you
nothing to
can't hear
say.
them, but no, they don't
Yeah, you can't understand what the
understand what
fuck
they're
they're
saying.
talking about, but yeah, that's how there's no intellect. There's no. They're not bred to even be smart enough to talk about something that means anything.
Yeah.
Like Tupac would have fucking murdered the shit. I don't know. Tupac probably would have got shot today.
Yeah. You're
Because
saying if Tupac was alive now, he'd be writing stuff. Or
Oh
these mumble rappers
man,
are
they're
not
not doing
doing.
shit.
Yeah,
Tupac would have had a quadruple album
for
out.
sure. And who else did you mention the other day? Guru.
Oh yeah,
You mentioned
Guru.
Guru,
I
and there's a
mean,
third person you mentioned. I thought.
I mean, sure, it's gonna be something common or quality. They're gonna come
Oh,
out
for sure. Oh,
some kind of
absolutely,
album.
absolutely. But being just the
I mean,
things that
it's the biggest thing in the world right now. In the
absolutely.
world, I seen racist Australia. I'm not saying everyone from Australia is racist, but what I've heard is Australia's pretty fucking racist, and even they were out there marching by the thousands.
Oh yeah, everywhere. France
England, yeah,
and
man, it's
I
crazy.
was watching some New Zealand. There was a video in Zealand where they were actually doing like some type of tribal dance,
Yeah.
which was dedicated to the Black
What?
Americans here, and it was a pretty cool video that they were doing in New Zealand. So yeah, it's everywhere. And that's the thing with. And I'm not a historian by no means, but like in the 60s with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and what they were trying to do, they were phenomenal at that
Mm-hmm.
time. But because of social media, it's going beyond
Of
our
course.
streets, and I think that's why your conspiracy theory of Trump is not going to work.
I don't
It's
know.
it's bigger than him. It's
It's
getting
definitely
bigger
bigger
than
than
him.
him, but I'm
That it's not going to be like that.
I mean,
It's
Trump's a puppet, and but he does
nor
a
do
lot of
I.
fucked up shit. I don't
Yeah. Oh,
care.
absolutely. Nor do I think that it's gonna. Unfortunately, I'm not the only one that thinks this. It's not gonna end right away. There's too much of this white supremacy out there that has to get broken down. And
Going off of, I mean, we want Trump out of office,
mm,
no doubt. But Biden's not looking good either. I mean, Jesus Christ,
I can't
what
say
the
so much.
fuck? I mean,
I think that
all right, pretty much. If you haven't heard, if you've been in a fucking closet, Biden said you're not black if you
he
don't vote
didn't
for me.
say
What did he
that.
say?
He did not say that.
He said you're
Him and
not.
Charlemagne were having a discussion, and sounded as though whatever Biden was saying cut Charlemagne off. He's like, if you're voting for Trump, then if you're going to vote for Trump, if you support Trump, then you're not black.
Right.
Charlemagne was not supporting Trump, but he was just trying to put it out there, being the devil's advocate,
I don't know.
and
I
that's
that
what
that
he said.
I
And
don't.
it was,
Damn, you're hearing that shit with white ears. Because
fuck
what I
that.
heard was you're not black
I
if
can
you
pull
don't
it up
vote for
right now.
me.
No, that
Pull
is
that shit up.
not at all what he said.
Because and then when he did an interview, he goes, "Yes, Charlemagne baited me into that, and
Yeah, he
he's,
said that. I heard
and
him
it's
say
like,
that, no doubt,
what?
but it was
Come
just
on."
trying to.
Anyway, pull that up. But I'm not telling anyone not to vote for Biden, but I just think it's a fucked up. Oh, we need more options.
Well, unfortunately, that got screwed a few months ago because we had Bernie. We
Yeah,
had
I
Warren,
mean,
Elizabeth Warren. People weren't voting
yeah.
for him. People were voting for Biden.
And it's crazy because if this pandemic, not the pandemic, but if this George Floyd murder would have happened before,
Hmm.
like maybe 3-4 months ago, I think it would have been a totally different outcome. I don't even think Biden would have been you know, the up runner or whatever you want to call him.
Really?
Yeah, I think it would have been maybe. I think Bernie probably would have won. Or,
Okay. Well, unfortunately, that's not the
it's
case.
not the case. It's
And
over.
and
But
it's our heart. It sucks to say, he's old, and some of the things he says are kind of whack. But I truly believe that he will make a cabinet that will be supportive. I don't think he's going to have a bunch of losers that he's
for
going to
sure,
fire
that's the
every
only thing
other
that's
week
gonna.
like Trump has done.
That's the only thing that's gonna.
And that's what you have to
Yeah,
go by.
hope for.
And
But
of course everyone is saying, and is, the fact that he needs to hire an African American vice president who's a female, strong, knows what the heck she's talking about. And I've heard a couple names, but I don't really know.
Kamala Harris,
That's the only one I know. And there were 2 other ladies.
the Atlanta mayor, or
Not the
Atlanta.
mayor.
Yeah.
The mayor? Oh, for real? Okay, I didn't know that.
It's a funny name she's got. Booty.
No, what?
Booty.
I don't know.
Head good. something funny. Is head good? What is it?
Her last name?
Yeah, it's a funny name.
Oh.
Anyway, I vote for that.
But either which way, and then having more African Americans in the cabinet, that's what's going to make it positive, and that's going to happen. That's going to happen. It's the way things are going now that for Biden to be successful, he has to make those choices and he has to start talking about it now. And I can't imagine people not voting just because they don't want Biden in, because that pushes Trump in that much easier, because Trump is going to get votes. There's no doubt about it.
He's going to get some black votes too. It's just disgusting.
Which I can't. I can't.
I can't. we can't.
I just can't.
After all this shit that's going down. I was thinking, like, I was thinking about this whole George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery and what's his sister's name?
Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor. Like, George Floyd sparked the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, damn, if you're like Ahmaud Arbery, or it's like, what about me? How come my shit didn't do? You know what I'm saying?
Why wasn't it me that made that happen? Yeah.
I mean,
well,
it was a cop.
I hate to, versus a civilian. But then again, it was Breonna. But Breonna wasn't caught on tape.
Right.
That's the other thing. But then who was before them that were caught on tape?
For sure. But it's like,
the
damn, it took
kid from Chicago.
This dude, George Floyd,
to do
is a modern day lynching
in 2020.
And it's like, damn, we this shit should have been the 60s, 50s, shit, goddamn 1800s,
1600s
with the fucking the wind up cameras and shit. Get the fucking wind up camera footage.
Just sketch it out.
I'm sure they were. I mean, you could see footage of black people being hung and the white people having picnics and shit, eating the bologna sandwiches. That's weird.
Yeah, I agree. It's again, the pandemic, people at home, social media, the fact that it got caught on tape and that cop was just acting like it wasn't a thing.
I can't even. It's all about how you were raised, to me.
Yeah.
If you're racist, I mean, your parents just went, you see those people? They're different color than us. We don't like them.
That's for sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
Don't ever like them.
Then list all the stereotypes of why not to like them.
Hey.
It's horrible.
When we built this goddamn country.
That's horrible. And
barefoot.
There was an article about how teachers need to be accountable for teaching fairness and racism in the classroom.
Yeah.
And I've come across that a couple times where I've had to say something to a student. I mean, 5 and 6-year-olds, it's only so much, but they get stuff from home, and you have to let them know that that's not how I think, and I don't want you to think like that, but it happens, and it's just a sad scenario.
Yeah, I told Jax the other day, I go, if a kid asks you because he's mixed, obviously.
He's pretty light-skinned.
But he's pretty light, and he looks like he just has a tan. So I go, if a kid asks you if you're black or white, just say I'm neither. I'm human.
Aww.
That's a new thing to say. I'm just human.
Yeah.
My daddy black as fuck. Don't fuck with him. He might fuck you up.
But I told you I did that lesson one year of skin color, and I started with white paint, and I added like brown, and I was like literally crying to my students because I was like so deep felt into it, and I'm like, does the paint change? It's still paint, right? And then I add a little bit more black to it, or no, I was brown.
What?
Skin color.
Put some black up in there.
But, you know, it's like, but what happened to the color paint? And they're like, it changed color. And I was like, but what is it? And they're like, it's still paint. I'm like, exactly. So just because it's a different shade doesn't mean that it's not paint anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was just thinking of black sperm and white eggs. What is that?
That'd be gray.
What the fuck, man? Don't call Jax gray.
He used to say he was gray.
Oh,
He was real little. Pretty sure he used to say he was gray.
we're still living in the black and white days.
Yeah, I
It's all
agree.
coming through our eyes.
But a lot of
No
times you'll have a
filter.
conversation, bring something up, and you'll be like that black dude, you know, with blah blah blah, and he was real cool, or you know, you'll say stuff like that. And it's just that it's saying just the dude. There was this dude.
Oh well, yeah. The nigga's
Everybody does
always
that.
cool. Yeah.
But I don't think that's necessary.
Hmm. Give the number out one more time, baby.
708-437-1969. We are willing to talk about anything.
Last call.
We know how
Hit
to-
us up. We're gonna rock with you. You rock with us. Oh, Jordan. What's going on? Jordan, people want to hear the voice of the sister.
Ready for the world to open. So I can have
Reopen. Let's talk. What
Vegas
Vegas
is reopening.
Vegas.
What'd mom say?
Oh.
well, the first day they went was the 3rd, so they'll close regular hotel, but starting like on they're all well, I don't know if all, but main ones.
But have you heard from her? She say how things are. Is a lot of people there?
No, oh, she did send a picture of like the strip, like when they were walking at the strip, and it's like a ghost town. Like,
Yeah,
there
didn't
Really?
you said you saw
nobody there.
videos?
Yeah, it was like a pool party. It was like 15 people in the pool.
That ain't no party.
It's normally like thousands.
Thousands, like hundreds. Yeah.
at least, you know. So
Well, how big they are, maybe. They're
I
thousands.
can't wait to go back. But it's never gonna be the same. 'Cause Vegas is it's such a touchy feely place.
Swarmy.
It's such a you know
That's
you gotta
swarmy?
pull these slots and it's like
Oh, right.
I mean I heard they got like a lot of hand washing stations
for
and
sure, sanitizing.
you know wipes at every
they got
slot
the
machine.
good air
and shit.
circulation too, right?
Yeah,
Didn't
oh
you-
It's
that's just
freezing in there.
phenomenal.
Yeah, but you can smoke in the casinos.
Yeah,
and you don't know
a
it.
person could be
You-
smoking right next to you and you won't even smell it.
Yeah,
'Cause
you need that in the
shit-
garage.
yeah, fuck. But yeah, I can't wait. We're going when?
We're going soon.
Soon.
Yeah.
And we're gonna keep the podcast going when we're
Yeah,
out
when
there too.
We'll
Damn
keep
it.
Talking.
Back to the bar
Just
podcast.
because we're really good at it.
Yup.
We have good conversations with each other.
Bar talk.
Bar talk.
Bullshitting.
Opinions. Setting
Discussions.
them straight. Setting them straight.
I mean, I just hope I can go back to school.
I
That's
hear
all.
you.
It's
Yeah.
the first time I've ever heard that.
I like
It's
school. I don't know
crazy.
about you guys. I like school and I'm ready to graduate.
Jordan's always
okay?
like school.
Keg parties.
Yeah.
She
okay,
want
okay.
to say it too loud. Yeah, motherfucker. I don't drink beer, but
We
yeah.
don't do keg parties at it.
Damn. Hennessy.
They sit right. They sip in
Thank
Hennessy
you.
and some
Right.
cognac.
Hennessy in a punch bowl.
Yeah.
Damn.
Jungle
We know how
juice.
to party.
Okay. Shit. You
Don't
get
tell
out
my
there.
mama though.
Shit, right. Oh, whoops.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, we're gonna get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, I think we did a good job talking
I-
our
What?
talk.
We.
Yeah, thank you.
Black
I did
lives
a great
matter.
job. Thank you.
Black lives do matter.
Absolutely.
Say the number one more time so these motherfuckers remember.
708-437-1969.
Peace out, y'all. Back to the bar.
Bye.